You might know that Toyota and Volkswagen are the top two largest automakers in the world. You might not know the third largest automaker in the world, which is Hyundai. Hyundai makes Genesis, which is the luxury brand of the South Korean automaker. And today we're here in Montgomery, Alabama at the Hyundai plant to drive the first Genesis made outside of South Korea, the electrified GV70 SUV. And I can't wait to see how it does.
The plant is impressive. It covers 3.4 million square feet on more than 1,700 acres of land and includes a stamping facility, weld shop, paint shop, vehicle assembly shop, and a 2-mile test track, all operated by 3,000 employees. Hyundai plans to invest $300 million and create 200 additional jobs here at its only U.S. manufacturing center, all in order to accommodate the electrified GV70. It takes 16 hours here to make just one electrified GV70, and 9 of those hours are spent in the paint shop. The Hyundai plant's supply chain came under intense government scrutiny last year when local parts suppliers were alleged to be using child labor. Hyundai, which says it doesn't condone violations of labor law, said it was divesting from one parts subsidiary and that the rest of its suppliers are in compliance. Genesis plans to introduce at least 17 battery-powered EVs by 2030, which will boost Hyundai's goal to sell 1.8 million EVs in the same year. The 2023 electrified GV70 is based on the existing gasoline-powered GV70, but it swaps in 2 electric motors, making a combined output of just under 490 horsepower.
Now, the company won't tell us what the range on the battery is, but according to the dashboard right here, I can see that I have 213 miles to go, and it's pretty close to full. I've seen a reading that said 226, so it's a little bit less than some EV ranges, but pretty comparable.
It looks pretty good from the outside as far as SUVs go. The front has a pretty lattice look, even though EVs don't need a grille, and the clamshell curve of the hood complements the angular horizontal headlights and very cool distinctive wheels. From behind the steering wheel, it performs about as well as any other premium electric SUV. It feels a little like an appliance, but at least it's a decent appliance. You will feel a bit of a wobble when you floor it.
I have to say the interior of the electrified GV70 feels very comfortable, very inviting, very warm. Everything from the sunroof to the feel of the steering wheel to the shape and the curve of the cabin. Hyundai and Genesis have done a great job of mixing both buttons and knobs in the car with also touch screens. So you do have a mix of tangible haptic feedback and also the touchscreen technology, which does make it feel more modern. It's a good mix.
Genesis has been adamant that the quality of these SUVs will be on par with the best of the best in the luxury SUV segment. But getting consumers to consider Genesis alongside BMW and Mercedes will be a challenge. Genesis lacks the centuries worth of engineering, heritage, and brand awareness that BMW and Mercedes have. Plus, the electrified GV70 will be sold at retailers in only 9 states. It has a long way to go, but Genesis is hoping the electrified GV70 is just the thing to help nudge it in the minds of consumers closer to those other heritage brands. So far, it seems like they're on the right track.